Folks, welcome back to Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island, home of the champions. We're in Snookers Hall of Fame room, so to say. It's a beautiful atmosphere. We got folks from Pennsylvania, Maine, you name it. They're coming out of the woodworks to just see how Snookers is. You know, check out the pool room and the food. And I advise you also come by Snookers and make sure to check them out. We want to thank the TAP League, the best amateur league in North America, along with Simonis Cloth, and the best balls you can use in the world are Aramis. We got a match coming up. It's going to be Rich Minichello Jr. versus Steve Sutton Death. And you can see that Steve gets 3 games on the wire going to 9, so it's going to be a race to 9. But before we actually get started with that, we want to make sure we thank some of the sponsors on board. Of course, Chalky Sticks. This is the app that everybody is downloading. If you do not have this app on your cell phone or any device, iPad, I recommend you get it. You could be in Georgia, or you could be in Russia, and you say, well, where's the pool room? All you do is you turn on your location device, and this app will tell you the closest pool room. It's called Chalky Sticks. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. It's got a 24-hour billiard channel. You can watch pool 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, as long as you could afford your internet. How about that? Not only that, it's got a diagram of a pool table. So if you happen to come up with a shot in a match and you're not sure you played it the right way and you want to ask one of the pros, well, you set the balls up on that diagram, you put that out there on social media or on a forum, and you go back and forth with the pros and say, hey, I think I shot this the wrong way. Is there a good way that I could have shot it? And that app does it all. It's chalkysticks.com. We want to thank JB Cases. That's right, it's John Barton and his lovely wife, Karen. When it comes to cases, if you try to imitate one of John's cases, he'll tear it apart on YouTube Live. He'll go live on Facebook and tear it apart, call you right out and say, look, this isn't my case. And he'll bring you right out in front of everybody. It's John Barton at jbcases.com. We also want to thank Thomas Grimaldi and family, 4 generations in this business. You're talking about having all their I's dotted and all their T's crossed. If you want to make a game room in your house, guess what? Look at the picture on your screen. It's a custom-made bar. They make them in any sizes. They make them anywhere you want. They'll make a whole game room for you. If you're opening a pool room, look no further. These guys have been in business for umpteen years. They got it at the showroom. Make sure to check them out, Thomas Grimaldi and family. The Kings of Vapor. If you're into vaping, this is the Kings. And it says it right there. They're in Daytona Beach now. They opened up 2 locations. Plus, they're in Akron, Ohio. And they own a pool room called the Kings of Billiards in Akron, Ohio. Make sure you stop by and say Kevin sent you, and you get a free glass of wine on the house. azbilliards.com. It's the world's largest pool and billiards website. It's free to join and be a member. It's azbilliards.com. Baltimore City Q's, where they bring their mobile store to your event. It's baltimorecityqs.com. So if you're let's say you're in a convention center and you need products for your players or your spectators, they'll bring it. Anything from tips to tables, baltimorecityqs.com. Mike DeMarco has this tournament going on February 18th. I was asked to put this up. It's shipped to cash. They're going to be in straight shooters. Make sure to get in touch with Mike DeMarco right away and at shiptocash.com. He does a lot for the sport, and he holds tournaments right here at Snookers. We want to thank Greg Antonakis. He's got Southwest. Get your Southwest from the best. If you see a FedEx truck going down the road and you see a human being chasing it, most of the time it is Greg Antonakis. Become friends with him on Facebook. He's always giving, he puts like numbers together like you got to buy a slot, and he's got beautiful cues. It's Greg Antonakis on Facebook. Or contact him right there at that telephone number or email address. We want to thank Kamui, KamuiTips.com. In fact, Jennifer Beretta, she's standing by. She just bought a pool room in Brooklyn, New York called Skyline Billiards. Let's hear a word from Jennifer Beretta.
When I play pool, I push myself to be the best player that I can be.
Rack 9. Jennifer Beretta making a statement.
I made a commitment to myself to become a professional, and keeping myself mentally and physically healthy was critical to achieving my vision. When my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer many years ago, it was a very scary time, and she had to put her entire life on hold. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with invasive breast cancer at some point in their lifetime, and that diagnosis will disrupt their entire lives and the lives of everyone around them. And women aren't the only ones at risk. 1 in every 1,000 men will be diagnosed with breast cancer at some point in his lifetime. That's why Kamui brand is launching the Pink Ribbon campaign to promote breast cancer awareness and encourage a healthy lifestyle. As part of the campaign, Kamui is releasing a limited edition pink glove and pink puke cleaner available on their website, and all profits go directly to breast cancer research. Join our campaign and show your commitment to excellence. Kamui chose to support breast cancer research because everyone knows someone affected by breast cancer. Let's help each other stay healthy and push our dreams and goals to the highest levels. Avoid smoking. Encourage the people in your life to get breast cancer screening and donate to breast cancer research. I'm Jennifer Beretta for Kamui brand. Stay healthy.
That's right, folks. You simply go over to KamuiTips.com, support breast cancer awareness, along with Jennifer Beretta and many others. John Bertone and family reassured me that they do have another order in stock. Plus, they have their new gloves. It's the second glove that they came out with. It's super sleek and super strong. Go over there. It's available in many different colors. It's KamuiTips.com. We want to thank AccuStats, and AccuStats is actually streaming Derby City Classic. Make sure to check out AccuStats.com. And we also want to make sure that you check out Checkio. It's us.checkio.com. I believe we're ready to go on our end. We're going to give Rich Minichello and Steve Sutton the go-ahead because we're ready to rock and roll. And in the booth is my man from France. He's the undercover agent. They call him 0071. Kevin Boulay. What's up, Kevin?
I'm going out.
All right, there was a question in the chat. Is there any brackets? The brackets are posted on Mark Dion's Facebook page, along with the prize money. All right, Kevin, not bad. Yourself. Oh, here we go. Let's put the scoreboard up for the folks at home. 3-0, Steve Sutton.
This should be a good one.
I like Richie.
I love the way he plays, and he's a favorite of mine every time him and his brother walk into the room. But this one should be interesting because Steve has been playing really strong.
Yeah, he told me. Yeah.
With the 3 games on the wire, this could really.
The only reason I say I like Richie,
rack.
I'll tell you why. And I know Steve's been shooting good. Richie's got the demeanor like he don't care if there's a camera guy in front of him at the pocket, and Steve knows that he's on the live. He was just texting everybody that he's on the live stream table.
Puts a little extra pressure on himself.
Yeah, that kind of gets on your psychological point of your head. Like, oh man, I missed the 7 ball. Like 18 million people just seen me do that across America. You know, that should weigh on you. Anyway, we're going to go right to the break. Everybody's been moving that cue ball closer to the left side and making the wing. Steve Sutton's going to feel this out. He knows the table.
It looks like he's right in the box.
And there it goes. I did see Mike DeShane, by the way. He did.
Yeah, he showed up. I was good.
He must have heard us.
Yeah, it was like his ears were ringing. Yeah, he walked in and right away he challenged myself and Ryan Lynham to a game of knock gin.
He's playing gin.
Yeah, he's playing gin over there. I don't think he's watched any of the matches yet, but he's in the room and
he supports Mark, right? Mark Dion,
yeah,
like
yeah,
we talked about.
Yeah, he's definitely doing promotions for him and helping him out at different venues.
2 ball. Watch this 2 ball here, Kev.
Yeah, it definitely could be a short rack.
Yeah. I guess it goes.
Well, he's eyeing it up. Oh, yeah, right by.
Now, some people that know the cameras are on, they use that to their advantage. Some people like that. You know, they like to be
it's a
up front and
motivator,
center.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
very smooth right there from Steve. I like what I'm seeing already here.
So you kind of like them for adult beverage, is what you're saying?
I wouldn't want to wager with you, Al.
I don't wager with you.
I'd feel guilty.
Before you put your lips on that.
For a cocktail, I think I would
comes
take
up here
something
one-handed,
back.
this guy. He's usually carrying a bucket around.
This is true. You got me there. They do the beer specials here at Snookers along with a lot of other good things, but that's one.
A lot of good specials.
Yeah, that's one I do like to do. They got 5 buckets for a discounted rate.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and with the many of people in the pool room, I don't like bothering the waitresses.
So give me 5 at a
Yeah,
time.
give me 5. I'll take them.
Well, that's the only ball that he actually overhit.
Mm.
He hit every one of them just about sweet, except for that ball. He really could have maintained control on by the right side. He overspun it and overhit it with the speed. You stick it. Stick the rock. Just bank the 8-ball up table.
Yeah, we'll see where his head's at right here with this shot, because that is the play.
He's getting aggressive. He's going for it.
Yeah, that's where his head's at. He's coming out to win the rack.
It's makeable. I mean, 8 is off the rail by quite a few inches, almost 5 inches there. It is a makeable shot, but why take the chance? You can stick the rock. It's an easy save.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. And it looks like what he's doing.
That's all.
And look at that.
That's all.
Very good.
That's all.
He must have heard you.
Well, he didn't hurt himself. That's you know. Rich could go into this 1 rail or 2 rails this way, but he looks like he might come in the short way. You can go behind this 8-ball very easy here. Very easy. The cue ball just slides behind it. Oh, he's going out long. He might be going out long. Oh, he wasn't
sure.
short.
Tried a 2-rail a hit, and he made the hit and got a little bad roll there. Unfortunate, but good play by Steve. Earns him the ball in hand, and he's got a pretty straightforward rack here with the ball in hand on the 8-9.
This guy's like a vacuum.
He's a growing boy, Al.
Is he really?
He's a growing boy.
16? I got to get something to eat later on. It's almost 5 o'clock. Upstate hasn't had much. I think I had 2 dozen strawberries this morning. Hey, you want to know something?
What's that?
I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Because I know you control your appetite. 1-0 Steve Sutton. We're going to let everybody in. Everybody listening is going to like this. All right? So it's 4-0 actually in reality going to 9. Banana. Sliced banana.
Sliced banana.
Real honey. I buy the real honey.
Okay.
I don't buy the joke stuff.
Okay.
And drops of honey on the banana.
Okay.
Look it up to see what it does for your body as far as all the
I know the
oxytins.
I know the potassium in the
we know that.
in the banana is very good.
Yeah.
Adding that natural
Look it up
sugars
when you get a chance.
too. Yeah, that's probably
bananas and honey good. Notice so many different diseases and flus it fights. It's incredible.
Come on.
I've been doing it every day.
Like a home remedy type of breakfast.
And you want to know something else? It'll take any kind of hunger away.
Yeah. I mean, that's the goal, right?
No, that's not my goal. I want to keep eating it.
Yeah. Give me another one.
I had 2 one day. No, but really, all jokes aside.
I'm gonna try it.
Look it up and see what it does. It's like unbelievable. Silly thing like that. What happened is I went out with my granddaughter, and she says, "Pop, get this honey," and it was like the beehive, like part of the honeycomb in the honey.
Oh, really?
It's in the jar.
Oh, yeah,
it's like I don't know, crazy like.
Look like a beekeeper just put it there.
Yeah, it's like, get this one for $4 or $5, or get this one for $8 and $9.
It's worth the cash.
She wanted it because she wanted to eat the honeycomb.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to myself, I said to her first, I said, I don't think you can do that. So I started Googling it. Can you? And
sure.
Sure you can.
Absolutely.
And I tried a little piece, but it's like wax. It's like eating those little bottle things that were full of Kool-Aid years ago. You know?
Maybe a little before my time.
No, are you kidding me? You're about 65.
We got a guy that comes into the pool hall over here. He actually manages.
It's called 9. That's not going to count.
It's not gonna win the game.
Put that microphone up. We can.
Oh, sorry, Al.
There you go.
He goes by Peter Lee. He's got a Facebook page. He's a manager over at Dan Milligan's place, Sticks and Stones in Abington. And every time I talk to him,
All right, here's a little stipulation going on here. Does he keep shooting?
I believe it's like a made ball. Yes, Steve will stay at the table, but
sorry.
But the 9 comes back up, so which does put him in a little pickle here.
All right, table number 9, we got Catherine Dell and Mark Murphy. Catherine Dell and Mark Murphy on 9.
Rail first.
What I was saying about Peter is he always tells me.
I know
he's
Peter.
a senior citizen.
Works
the guy's in great
Asian
shape.
guy, yeah.
And
Shoots
clutch
good
sticks
too.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of
got
goodies.
exotic wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy. He always tells me, "Oh, you too good. You play too good. I'm 85." Right. Yeah, okay. And then you get in a box with him, and your wallet's gone.
Yeah. And not in a dark alley. He'll beat you on the table.
Right.
Yeah, Peter. I haven't seen him. Yeah. Funny you mention his name. He's usually a weekender, isn't he?
He's in the in-house league here on a Monday night. We do an 8-ball league here, but he's always at Sticks. He's affiliated with them over there in Mass.
All right.
Which is another nice room.
Sticks and Stones, you're talking.
Yes. Oh, Steve, yipped it. He did get fortunate. He missed good there, but
a little bit.
That's one where he really wants to, put those 3 balls in the back of the pocket and take a real commanding edge here to start the set with the spot.
Yeah, 4-0 now.
Sure.
Yeah. This is not a bad little kick. You kick to the short rail, long rail. You catch the bottom of the 7. You don't want to catch the side. You want to catch the bottom so the cue ball stays behind
the 8-9. Yeah.
He caught the bottom.
Well, and he got a little lucky there to avoid the corner. And
I didn't think he could go right at it. I thought he was going to go rail.
Yeah, I thought that was the play too, but yeah, he got the hit on it. He got fortunate that it hung up there. Leaves Steve a real tough look here.
Yeah, this is tough.
So where you need Rush and Kenny with that spot shot.
Yeah. Mr. Bill Cody, how are you?
Bill Cody, how are you, sir? You are in my stable, sir. Yes, man.
Look at this. Now, if this goes in, it's good. But it's not going to.
Yeah, no, that's going to be...
You can luck in any ball except for the 9. You have to call it here.
And you have to shoot it.
Yeah, I seen some gimmies. Yeah. Well, we were here. You were in the box. That's a little too hard there, Rich. A little too hard. Left-handed player, too. Time to get the rake.
And bridging over the 9 here. He just made this racket a little interesting.
Richie says, I don't need the
He
rake.
looks pretty confident.
Ooh, got to be confident when you're on the rail here.
Might have been a foul. I think he called it on himself, which
is
the way to go. Yeah, he clipped that 9 ball coming out of the stroke, and that's going to give Steve the rack here as long as he pots
Why
that
that
one.
hard?
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know.
Understand that.
Yeah, put him real squirrely on that 8, which created the foul. Yeah, he overrolled it for sure. He had a big area to go to.
I tell you, that beverage is looking pretty good for you. You would have. I'm glad you didn't.
That's when you change your order too.
Yeah.
You met those guys,
The mosquito drink.
Yeah, he's been sipping Bud Lights all night, and then he wants the 18-year-old Scotch.
Me and mojito. Like $10 a drink.
Yeah,
most
for
places,
sure.
If not more.
Yeah, it was the last time I had one of those. I was down in a place in Miami, and no matter where you went down in South Beach, you were breaking out the cash. That is a expensive town.
I remember going down in Miami when it was really getting bad, when it was rural. I mean, it's just There was the Cuban crime wave.
Oh yeah.
The Haitians were next.
The old Scarface movie kind of setting. Yeah.
I walked into I thought it was a pizzeria, and it wasn't a pizzeria. It was like a Gucci Frito place, you know, where you buy like walk under a lamp and stuff. I'm serious. It was I said, you know, let's get out of here.
Yeah, not going to hang around this area too long.
No, I'm not climbing no coconut trees here.
Yeah, I happen to go down there early 2000s, and it was nice. It was really really fan friendly. They catered to the tourists for sure.
Oh yeah, it's a trap. A friend of mine opened a pizzeria in Fort Lauderdale. I don't know if he still has it.
Yeah, they got all the cruise ships that leave out of there. That's a nice place to have a business.
Yeah, you go to the Bahamas for the weekend.
Sure.
Seascape. One of my friends was, he's still a scuba diver. In fact, he just had heart surgery. Still diving. We dove for many years, you know, for artifacts and gold and silver. He was down there, and he actually put his gear on because he also collects bottles. And he said, gee whiz, these cruise ships and many other ships, probably naval ships and everything, they must have just threw all the bottles right. He's down there, we scuba diving in the mud, you know, looking for like old artifacts. And all of a sudden, a cruise ship pulled in, and they're just about scraping when they get in there. Scared him half to death. He was swam over to the pilot, and he was hugging the pilots under the water.
Swimming for his life.
Yeah, because they're using those the thrusters. They got thrusters that go through the hull and then push the ship sideways. You're on this side. That thing could suck you right in, you know?
Yeah.
If the tugs don't push in, they'd use the thrusters. Kicking up all the sand and mud, he said. But, you know, he dives with alligators, and he's down in the Carolinas now. He used to be up here. And now he's diving. He's always inviting me down. Come on down.
Richie called the 9 here.
Yeah, he's got to. It's the only ball you got to call. Make it. Got to stay away from the cue ball, though. Beautiful shot.
You think
Hit it real good.
Well, he's on the board.
5-1.
As I say,
going to 9.
As I say to my buddies here, don't let me get one.
You know Joe Collins?
How are you, Joe?
He was in
Kevin,
the booth
nice
with me at the Turning Stone where I met him. What a nice guy this guy is. Joe Collins.
I've never been up there.
Came all the way from Pennsylvania with his wife to come up to Snookers and to see it, because he's never been to Snookers.
Oh, how long is that of a ride? From
about the same with me, 4.5, 5.
Pennsylvania area? Okay. I think I still got a bill from the Pennsylvania Turnpike.
They never caught you easy?
They got me in the old Ford. I had an F-150 years back, and they still send me the bill.
That's why he's here. He's the collector.
Yeah, hey. Don't report back to the governor. You're pretty close. I mean, with the fees they jacked me up to. I mean,
I'll tell you a funny story that happened. Me and him up at the Turning Stone when we get off the air. You remind me.
Will do.
Talking about cash. Oh, wow.
Richie's breaking from the box there, too. Played that one ball on the side nice.
8-ball makes the pocket big, but the 5-ball rolls right in front of the cue ball, not allowing Richie to see the 2.
So, Joe would probably be an Eagles fan. He says the wife's a Pittsburgh fan, so they had a good run. They kind of unfortunately took a back seat to the Jacksonville Jaguars. But this weekend, next weekend, we got the Philly Eagles and the Pats, and a big buzz around here. Us against the world again.
What's poor man saying in the chat? Wolf suck in Pennsylvania. Oh, the Wolves. You got a lot of wolves down there in Pennsylvania. Yeah. Coyotes, right? Yeah, coyotes. But somebody in the chat was saying the wolves.
Hey, you see a pack of those, you confuse
them. Yeah, coyotes. Coyotes all over. Right, coyotes. But we're going to get Joe in the booth one time or another. We'll get Joe up here in the booth, and we'll shoot some breeze. We had a lot of fun at the Turning Stone.
Steve going to play safe here.
That's what he's doing. He roll up.
Try to sneak behind the 6.
Got the rail.
Pretty good shot there. Nice touchy shot. Good experience.
You know, shots like that, you know, are going to allow you to get back at the table. I mean, Richie's really got to get lucky to hit this ball hard. He's not foolish. He hit it, but he left the shot.
Yeah, and if Steve can pocket this ball and settle the cue ball down, you can pretty much see a clear path.
Really not much to do, to be honest. Just make the ball.
And he overcut it right to the rail.
Yeah.
You can never do that on this table. Not that you want to hit it to the side rail on anything. You want to play it to the back of the hole, but especially on this table, it kicks things out quick. Well, Rich getting his stroke out here. Kind of just what the doctor ordered for him, you know, after dropping those first games. To get up to the table here with a very manageable rack.
I'll leave it over here, okay, Joe?
Get him table time, get a stroke in, and see if he can put a package together here, if he can get that stroke loose.
You know, I was saying the 8-ball kind of makes that pocket big, but these pockets are funny. You don't want to hit this 8-ball too much. You really want to hit it in clean.
And like I said, when Steve overcut that, if you go to the side rail, it kicks him out a lot of the times. So, yeah, he played that nice.
Everybody in the family plays good pool. Got news for you.
Last week, they showed up. Him and his old man. Mikey wasn't there, but the Calcutta goes off, and I'm bidding on his dad. And I got the bid, and he overbids me by a couple bucks. And I look at him.
He wants his own dad.
And
you
I
don't want
to have the heart. As much as I like.
Oh, I would have let him have it too.
Absolutely. I looked over. I can't do it. I can't do it. And what was really good is he came over to me and offered me a little piece of his dad. So
yeah, that's the right thing to do.
Classy. It was
well, he knew you were classy too.
Yeah. We got a good relationship.
Piece of paper I had up there.
Me and the Minichellos. Excuse me.
That piece of paper. Oh, here it is. I just wanted to give you an idea. Like whoever wins. If you got yourself in the side pot here,
right,
and you take first place, you're getting close to $5,000 for a weekend.
That's a payday right there. Yeah.
$4,850.
Yeah, almost 5 dimes.
Yo, total purse. Look at the total purse. $10,390.
Yeah, that's a big one today.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, we had I had friends all the way from.
You got friends? Come on.
A few. You
better back up a little bit.
I pay him well.
I'm joking. Let me tell you, this guy he's lovable, not likable. Look at a 9 here.
Yeah, hanger.
But nothing to play with.
Well, he's got a real strong look in that too, and
nothing to play.
He may have to go through the rack, but the way Richie just got through that last one, I don't foresee many problems there if he can get on that 3-ball there.
Oh, he can get on the 3. He can hit this with reverse and straighten the cue. He can actually bring the cue ball back out on top of the 3. In other words, hit this with a lot of reverse.
Mm-hmm.
Cue ball hits the rail, hits
that
this
bottom
one,
rail,
and goes back up. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Yeah, it looks like that's the play.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't hit it with too much reverse, just enough to straighten it back up. All right, a little bit longer shot.
Yeah, he's in the right angle.
I'm calling the 9. You know, he's playing this with running English, some left-handed English, and he's going to play the 9. If he makes the 3, it's a ball counted. He called the 9.
All right, table 5. We got
but you got to make sure you make the 3, because if you make the 3, you're on the 4, just like he was there. Steve is calling a 9-ball.
Really, he's hunting?
He's hunting.
I was looking at his face. I didn't know. I kind of saw smoke coming out of his ears. I didn't know what he was doing.
Is he banking the 3-ball and running the right-hand English on the cue ball?
I'm not even going to speculate. I don't know what
That's what he's doing. He's going to bank the 3-ball cross side and run the cue ball up and down the table.
Interesting.
I think.
That's what it looks like he's cueing.
Yeah.
What
he's doing. Hit it real good. This is it.
He hit that good.
This is hoop.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. If I'm Richie, I'm just starting to puke. How does my cue ball?
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't make the 9.
Put the 9 in.
You are in jail.
Spot the 9.
Yeah, you got to make him run it out from here. I think that's the only thing to do. I mean, I don't know what system.
He's going after the 3, and he's calling the 9 ball.
I don't know what system.
Oh, he's going this way. He's going to go 3 rails or 2 rails. Kick this side of the 3.
That is a tight angle coming out of that.
Not only that, you can't get the power being that close to the rail.
He got a good roll. I mean, I thought the 9 ball was in when he hit it. Actually, when the spin comes off that rail up there, the short rail up top.
I'm putting the 9 in the hole.
That's what
if you miss the 3, he's going to play the 3-9 combination.
Yeah.
And
I'm putting the 9 in the hole and say run out.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go for it.
Yeah, otherwise you just gift wrapping it and give him all hands.
Yeah, you give him a little extra whipped cream on top of it.
Right.
Yeah, why do that? I would call the 9 like I was going to hit it, go after the rails, and then I would just turn around and...
the old okie doke.
Oh, God, that sends him for a loop.
He's reluctant to do it, but I think that's his only option out.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really get that much power because you're shooting off the rails. I see what he wants to do, but you can't do it.
Yeah, that's it. And tie up something, make it tough. I mean,
that's not bad. Actually, I wouldn't have bumped the 7. I wouldn't have bumped the 7 because the 7 was blocking the 6 ball from that pocket. But it is what it is from here. That's water under the bridge. No, he's not doing this. No. He does this, I'm throwing a lighter over the booth. I'm just going to hit him with it.
He's just taking a look. He's not being, he's not going after that, is he?
There's no need for it.
No, there isn't. He know what he's doing? He's going to play it in the corner and roll up on that 4 ball. He must feel comfortable running the cue ball up. He's not playing the combination. He's just running.
Playing the 3, right?
Yeah, he's running the 3. Oh, he's running the cue ball up.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
And he got, that 9 just got big.
The other side of Broadway just showed up.
He tried to roll up in that little window there between the 6 and 9, and as you see, he didn't quite get there.
You thin it so that the 4 ball just comes straight across.
And send the cue all the way uptown.
Yeah. Try it anyway. Don't want to hit too solid. If you hit it too solid, you're going to open up everything. You got to thin it. You hit it too solid.
He might have made
opened it up.
Oh, man.
He opened it up.
Well, see, Richie playing that 9 ball in the corner. Said, I dare you to get out, and he's back at the table.
Yeah, Steve hit that 3 ball a little bit easy, you know?
Yeah, try to guide it up there. He didn't stroke it.
Yeah. Talking about guiding the ball, is Billy the Kid still in?
Yeah, he's playing right now, I believe.
Yeah, he's busy, huh?
Let me take a look. I think they called him on 15, maybe?
Oh, he's playing on the tight pots. It's a little snug. Okay, so he's still in anyway.
Yeah, he's on the B side, but he's got life.
Yeah, a lot of it too. Thank God. And strong field. You know, it's all open to D players, but I'll tell you what, in the side pot, you had some C+ players going for over $200.
Yeah, well, one of the guys from the lower bracket is guaranteed 4th place.
Oh, okay.
And the majority of the time,
now 4th place as far as what?
3rd.
You're talking about side pot, or you're talking about?
Well, both.
Oh, really?
Both, because the upper,
so they're looking at close to $1,200, over 12, almost $1,300, if they have themselves in.
Yes, exactly. Now, how Mark does it, I know you can see his brackets online, the upper and lower on his Facebook page, because he does separate them on that link.
So the lower bracket
gets to the
quarterfinal.
B minus. I think there's. Sorry, he doesn't do minuses. So there's B players. There's like 4 B players in that lower half.
Gotcha.
And you only play. It's handicapped. You only play C+, and below.
Gotcha.
You know, you don't run into the pros.
So one of them is one of those are going to be the captain.
One of them
going to be
will
that
be the king of the hill
right.
of the lower
then they
bracket.
play the king of the hill of the upper bracket.
King of the hill of the upper bracket, and yes, and that's how you get the C player that's guaranteed.
That player that just missed that ball, yeah, it's a good player. Good player.
Oh, and Steve came.
Oh, he scratched.
Shot there, and he drew it to the rail and found the drink. That's a stroke penalty. You know, on the 17th at Sawgrass.
I got news for you. That's a big swing right there.
Yeah, huge.
You know, Steve got 3 games on the wire to start with.
Yeah.
And now it's cut down to 2.
So he's still got to get 4 here. Yeah, that would have definitely moved him right along. Man.
Yeah.
Hit the ball good, just didn't control the rock as well as
a little more stroke
would
have took that away from that side pocket. The music died. You guys at home.
Now, are you ready for karaoke? Is that what's going on right now?
Yeah, it's just, you know, I don't get to hear this kind of music like all the time, you know? So I really enjoy it.
I like when Ray Mack's playlist comes on. He's a big Stones fan, and so everything around
That's good too.
The Rolling Stones comes up. That I jam with that.
You know, coming across the mountains when I come here, I play all what I play. You know, I got like chips in the car, and I just throw them in the radio. And my youngest son, he's got his earphones on. He's listening to totally different music.
He's on his own, in his own little world when it comes to that, I believe.
Hey, Rich Runrax says, Al, if you're back here in March, I'll see you. Wish I was there today. I'm wiped out. Hi, Rich. Looking over at the chat.
Who's that, a buddy of yours?
Buddy of ours. What do you
Ours?
think? You know Rich.
Do I?
Rich O'Connor. I think it's O'Connor, right? I think it's... Sorry, Rich, I have so many names. So I'm going to pull up a picture of you for Kevin. I'm sure he's seen you with a slate on your chest or something. Richie.
Now this is a
Rich Connors Jr.
Now, are you streaming, Al? Are you streaming on Facebook? Are you
no, we're streaming on Snookers.
Snookers Ustream.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the free streams. I mean, sometimes I definitely do the pay-per-view when I got a dog in the fight or you know, really got nothing else going on in the sports world. I'll do the pay-per-views. But I like the free ones where, you know, you can check in, see what's going on, and it doesn't... Oh, I do know the man.
Yeah,
yes,
I know you do.
Yes.
Yeah. Rich Connors, yeah.
Hey, Rich,
Junior.
how you doing?
He's out there. He always helps out, too. He says slate on the chest. He's laughing. All right, back in the action here. It's 5-3 in a race to 9. This is Rich Minichello Jr. up to bat, playing Steve Sutton. Sutton death.
And after that big swing, if Richie can get in the mode here, he can really punish Steve for that error there on the last rack. And when you talk about killer instinct, this guy's got it. He goes for the throw.
The problem is the 6th ball is going to be the issue. Besides this combination, you don't want the 3 ball to escape and just go rapid around the table. You got to control it.
Yeah, he might hang it right there and then try to break the ball
out.
If
he's
in the
straight,
next shot.
Yeah, he can hang it there.
He tried to do it that shot and he got stuck.
Yeah, that's the control part about it. There's 3 factors in there.
He stuck himself good there, huh?
It's hittable. As long as the cue ball goes between that 6 and 8, it's hittable.
He may have to come this way to the bottom rail.
Yeah, I like that shot better, but so many people. You ever see it where it's just like going, all of a sudden hits that point and just goes.
Yeah.
Doesn't even touch
the whole
ball.
way. It looks like you're going to hit the ball, and then boop.
Now, I don't know if it's frozen. I'm sure Rich might have told Steve it's frozen or not. Yeah, it was tough. You know, that might have been the best thing to happen right there.
Yeah, just to leave it there.
Yeah. He's looking to hook him again. He's just weighing out his options, right?
Yeah, he's analyzing his out, I think. I can't see him trying to get him on two. I think this is go time with a little, play that 5 in the bottom left corner on that view, top right on that view. Draw almost towards the 6 here. Yeah, he's good. He can come over and back and settle down. That's tough queuing on the rail, Al.
Yeah, it's makeable, but you still got to hold pole for the 6 ball. And the 6 ball, right, it goes past the 8, don't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm convinced.
So just make this. You get natural position.
Yeah, the queuing's the only issue here. You got to stay through that stroke on that rail. Rich hand's got to be sturdy.
You still got to make sure you hold the angle to hold the cue ball for the 8.
You hit that good. That's a good shot, Steve. Well played. Yeah, nothing special here, Al.
No. Take the big bus. Well, the referee actually just
shocked. Flag?
Just shocked Steve by accidentally on purpose. I think he's got the other guy in the side pot. Kidding.
Yeah, he was bidding on players. The fix is in. I was yelling at him.
He doesn't wear that prison uniform for nothing. Just pulled it out of the closet.
Good. All right.
All right, looks like Steve is maintaining that 3-game lead, 6-3.
Made a mistake last rack. Then Richie makes one this rack, and both players take advantage of the other player's mistake, but we basically no blood, 1-1 on that exchange. And now what's the score here?
They're playing even. It's 3-3, if they were playing even right now.
Right. But the 3 on the wire matters, so it's a 6-3 race here.
Right.
We got the lovely Stephanie going around selling tickets. She just gave it a laugh. She saw me with the headset on and laughed at me. They're doing raffles for all sorts of stuff. I think cues, I think.
My kid doesn't appreciate the music. He's got his earphones in, see?
Oh, well, yeah, he's a few generations away from this, no?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is before my time, my generation,
he's before...
I don't even know
What's with the hat?
any
I don't understand that.
New artists out now. I'm out
What's
of
with
it.
the hat?
Oh, I like it. It works for him.
Does it?
Yeah.
Keeps you undercover?
That's it.
Oy. Nice shot.
Jack Tully to the tournament desk, please. Jack Tully.
As I look around the room, Al, I see in this man. He's on table 8 right now. I wish I had his name. I met him earlier, and the name escapes me right now because I remembered him 2 years ago. He had actually played Rich Minichello Jr. in the third place, second or third to advance to the finals of the Bud Light
I was
Classic
here. Oh, not for the Bud Light Classic. I was here one time when he was up there in the
And he
in the final 4 or 5.
Now, the listeners out there that can't see him, he has a patch over his eye.
Can he see through the patch?
I
Most magicians, when they put that blindfold on, they can see through it.
Okay, well, it just seems like a tough way to go about it.
Not really.
And he shoots real good.
Some people are right eye and left eye dominant. You know.
For me, no. It's just when I saw him here, I was like, I recognize you. And wow, I really don't want to play him.
Yeah, I've seen him before.
He shoots straight.
I forget his name.
Yeah, I introduced myself earlier today, and like I said, the name escapes me. I feel bad, but very good player, very strong.
You know, the first time I seen him play, I thought he had some like surgery prior to the tournament.
Right. You
know, but
maybe
now
a LASIK or something got
right.
He had an injury.
Yeah. Now getting a good look at him, it's not. You know, it's something maybe had for many years, and just you get used to it. Muscle memory, you know. He overcut that. We're actually looking at another table.
Back to Sutton death.
Yeah, he's maintaining
it again.
Well, Richie scratched in the side pocket. It was one of those angles where you didn't think it would scratch, and it went in. Steve elected to play the short side of the 7-ball. It could come back to haunt him. I got news for you. You better make sure you have the right angle on the 7-ball.
He could roll up and play it in the side.
He's got to bump it. He's got to bump the 8 here.
Oh wow, yeah.
Things could get a little silly.
I thought he might have rolled up and played the 7 in the opposite side pocket and rolled. Just played roll. Roll them up.
Get all this table out here on the right side to play that 7-ball. It was no need really to be on this short side, but to each his own. Let's see what Steve does. You know, he bumps this 8-ball the wrong way, and he don't have to get out.
Well, it's not the worst predicament in the world.
Still got to come with it.
Yeah, you kind of just gotta play that little stop shot right there and stroke it.
I like that. Just that little stop shot. These are easy for Kevin.
Yeah, that's back pocket for
How's
Steve
that little
Sutton
stop
too.
shot look
Oh
now?
wow, no, not good.
You got part of Steve?
What's that?
You got part of him?
No, I don't.
No,
I was actually interested in making a bid on Rich, but too steep for my blood.
Says a guy that's got all the money in the world.
Yeah,
all right,
monopoly money.
6-4, going to 9. Hey Joe, see the guy with the hat? That's my younger son. You want to tap him on the shoulder? Bottle of water. Tell Stephanie.
You know, while I looked around the room again, I still haven't seen Billy. So I don't think he is playing right now.
Ooh,
I do know he's in it. Oh, no, there he is. See it? He's on 4. He's on 4.
4?
Yeah, 4th table down. Right in the corner there.
Oh, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4 goes this way. I'm looking at the other side. I'm looking at 8. Oh, no, this is 8. I'm looking at 9.
5.
No, 8,
That's
9,
5
10, 11.
Yeah, it goes 4, 5,
oh, it goes
6,
that way?
7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, and the other room starts 9.
Gotcha. How did I... 4, 8, 9.
You know, there's big
What school did I go
There's
to?
big numbers right above the table, Al.
Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's forget about 5. Let's forget about 5, 6, and 7. Let's just go 8, 9, 10. I'm dyslexic. I go the opposite way. Richie can't catch a roll here. He really can't catch a roll. He's still in it, you know. He wins this one at 6-5 and him breaking.
Yeah, and he's got
he just can't catch a roll.
Packages together. Yeah, and he made a few mistakes, sticking himself twice, scratching a couple times, you know.
We got Joey, Dupree, and Steve Mack, table 15.
Yeah, I wouldn't
That's
count.
That's a good match right there. He just called out.
I didn't hear it. What was it?
Steve Mack and Joe Dupuy.
Oh yeah, huh?
That's going to be a good match. I'll tell you one thing. It's going to be a fast match. Both of them shoot pretty quick.
Yeah, you blink and
yeah, could be gone.
Yeah, the scores, 5-2.
Well, it just made the 7-ball a little tougher by hitting it like that. Watch the 9. Make sure you stroke this. Put a railing back out. Shot.
Yeah, he's got confidence hitting that shot. He hit that's where he scratched in the side already. Yeah. So he definitely likes hitting it that way.
7 go by the 8?
I think it does on both sides.
Oh, then he's okay.
Oh, no.
Got to make the 5 first.
The pocket moved.
Had a bad angle. I don't know. Could have been any one of the two things.
Listen, Al, I think the pocket moved.
All right, the 5 doesn't go in the corner pocket here.
Well, and if you've ever held a cue in your hand, you've done that. You settle over a ball and it looks so simple, and you find a way to miss it. A little defense here from Rich.
I thought he was going to go 3 rails, try to get it behind the 9.
He misjudged the speed a little bit there. But it'll work. Forces Steve to come with the shot here. He does have that 7-8 as a little barricade.
Let's get a good look at Steve.
Unless that cuts in, Al.
He's going to attempt to cut it. I don't think there's a doubt in my mind that he's going to try to cut it in. He's going to try to redeem himself from missing the 5 ball that was here. Unless he's going to play safe between the 8-7.
That's what I was thinking. That's kind of what I would do.
What he's doing, he's going for it.
And he well, I guess when the shot is just as tough as the save, maybe fire at the shot, but he just hit that bad.
And that 7 ball goes right in that upper right-hand corner pocket. Not much to do here. I'm looking at it on the table, and it goes right by it. So we could possibly looking at.
Yeah, this just got a lot closer.
I don't think there's anybody in the room that wouldn't bet Richie wasn't out here.
Yeah, okay? No, you're not going to find many takers on that one.
So 6-5 and him breaking. I thought he was going to kill it, but went through it. So 6-5 and him breaking. Now he's got to drag this. Oh, he's hitting it with inside, though.
Yeah, he's going to come up one rail and spin into the,
I don't like
the
it.
angle.
Yeah,
all right, he's fine.
It's crazier in here. You think they're crazy. 6-5. We're talking to Gary Peterson. He's actually outside the booth. 6-5, and Richard Minichello will be breaking. We're racing to 9. We're here at Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island. I got Kevin Boulay and myself upstate out in the booth. And this is turning into one, like the one prior to this was Phil Hill. This has got the ingredients of doing the same thing.
Yeah, now you got not only you and I in the booth, you got standing room only here on the rail. It's a packed house.
Right behind you.
So 6-5 going to 9. Richie Bragan. I don't know. Right. I think you got to like Richie.
He's been making a 1 ball on the side.
Yeah, that's how he's breaking today. And it looks
Look
like
at the Nina.
9. Oh, he wants that to fall at this point.
Steve Sutton's got his teeth hanging out, salivating right here.
He's drooling. But
One ball goes off the deuce if you want to attempt it. If you attempt it and it don't go, it's trouble in River City, and it's spelled Pool. You were too young for that one.
Well, this is one where you got to really be confident because you could definitely sell out the rack here with that 9 hanging.
Playing the 2-ball? That's what he's doing.
Yeah, he played the 2. That's a good shot.
And now we got the 5 in the way of the 1-9 combination. So he's going to have to attempt the 1 in the side pocket and let the cue ball run up for the 3 and then hopefully get to the 4-9.
He may try to play the 1 into the rail and play the rail first
shot.
It
goes between?
I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking, but that's a possibility.
Okay. If it goes between, then it's a good shot.
Yeah,
it does.
I think that's what he played. Yeah, he ginned it. That's a nice shot from Steve. I mean, Richie's wanting to, get sick off of that break and have that short rack, just as he got back into the set,
Yeah.
But that's 9 ball.
And then you could do about that. He played the right shot. He played that carom. That 2 ball didn't have to go. He eyeballed it and felt comfortable with it.
Yeah. Steve definitely took advantage. Made the shot he had to, and made both shots he had to. Now 4-2 race. And that's what Steve wants to do from here on out, just trade games. That'll get him over the finish line.
String games together, you mean?
Well, trade games. Hey.
Oh,
I win
trade
one,
games.
he
I thought
wins
you said
one, I
string
win
games.
one.
Yeah.
That's good enough at this point.
Yeah. At this point, it is good enough. Richie's going to do everything in his power to cancel that last transmission.
Yeah, exactly. There's no quitting that dog,
Steve's got a pep in his step right now. Don't let that get to your head.
You got to play with confidence. You got to play with confidence.
You do. You own it.
You got to walk like
you're right.
6'6",
right.
285 pounds. You got to walk around like you own the joint.
Yeah, but sometimes when you're an amateur, that head gets so big that you can't get out of the room.
This is true.
You got to maintain
an even
that equilibrium.
Yeah. I don't know. I tend to tip over sometimes.
I did it.
Run around like it's a track meet.
And all of a sudden, you're playing your next guy, and it's 9-0.
How'd that happen? I was so confident.
I thought I was gone.
That was good. I was like making them all before this game.
And all of a sudden, I bump into this guy, and he's like a pro. He shouldn't be a C+.
Check his handicap. Nothing to do internally. It had nothing to do with you running around.
I've heard that before.
There you go. There's a quirky little rattle on 1, man.
A little safety here behind the 3-ball.
I can't believe he missed that
or the 5. I like the 3-ball. He's undecided. Get up and then get down.
Yeah.
A little 3-ball. Just a little sweep.
Right behind that ball.
Let the cue ball run. Yep. That's not going to work.
Oh, wow.
It's not going to work.
Thin enough. Billy says, tickle it. That's how they'll reference that little shot. Just tickle it. He got a little too much of that ball there. He didn't tickle it. He hit it hard. Well, 3 to the 4 is interesting. And then back to the 5, but there's nothing tied up, so.
Yeah, you get a lot of room between everything,
Yeah, he can control his cue ball. I think.
Does he have to fight to get to the rail?
I don't think so. I think it's pretty smooth.
Yeah, he fought to get to the rail.
He did fight to get to the rail.
And that's the only thing that was playing against him.
Well, that was it. 3 to the 4, 4 to the 5 is the question mark there. And now he's. So I have to try and jam up Steve somewhere. Maybe bank that 4 towards the 6.
Exactly.
Send the cue ball around.
Not too hard. You don't have to send it around.
Maybe right behind the 9.
Yeah, use that.
Okay.
Use that 9. You don't have to hit it that hard. That 9's big when you just hit it easy. I don't think he's going to like his next shot.
No, he's going to be looking at the back of the 6 ball.
Either that or behind the 9. Depends on how straight he is here. He's going to use the 6. Didn't get there. Pretty easy hit for Rich.
Yeah, that's an easy hit. One and frozen.
You want to hit the bottom of this 4-ball, though. Follow?
Yeah.
The cue ball comes back this way.
Yeah, does he have the angle going that short rail to do that?
Yeah, no, go to long rail.
Oh, that's what I meant, that short side.
Yeah, he's got,
yeah, okay.
Yeah. Just don't scratch off of that. Hit it solid.
Well, he needs that 7 to keep running, but no, they're all exposed here.
Rich just can't get a roll. He hasn't got a roll this whole match. He needs a roll. Stephanie could sell me hair gel. I guess you're remarking.
Yeah, that's Steph.
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely.
He doesn't need hair. He needs hair.
She's got fans. That's for sure.
Fans, they call
fans. She's definitely a crowd favorite.
Fans. I never heard them call fans before.
Oh wow.
Like friends.
I've met
friends,
friends,
right?
fans. Yeah. Oh man.
Friends.
Thought you were referring to something else, Al. Let's keep it PG, huh?
I was. Oh, you let a cat out of the bag all the time.
Whoops.
We love Stephanie. In a big way.
This is true.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Steve Sutton here looking to close the door even closer by getting to the hill in a race to 9. He leads here 7-5. Just getting kind of on the edge for Rich Minichello, who's maintaining his composure like always. Got the right attitude, but can't take anything away from Steve. He's been making balls.
And this is this pattern here. Steve's probably done this a million times in his pool room back home, and can he get it together on the stage? You know?
Yeah, he can. I tell you what, he's dressed for the occasion too. He's got the slacks, comfortable shoes. He's got the shirt. He's got the Kamui new glove. Kamui came out with a new glove that's sleek and stitched up like you can't believe, like a catcher's mitt. So comfortable.
And a straight in 9-ball to go to the hill.
He's comfortable.
Yeah, he's playing good.
When you're comfortable with your performance, plus you're comfortable in your clothing, everything's full station.
Steve Sutton Death, first to the hill here.
85th Street.
Well, I believe those are his sponsors, Al, that he's
Diamond?
got on there. I think Diamond.
Diamond don't sponsor nobody.
I think,
No,
on the other
kidding.
side,
I'm not sure.
on the other side, I think maybe Grand China. Grand China Inn.
That's the label you're looking at on the shirt.
I know he used to play
Made in
there. I
China.
thought they sponsored him. They had
I
like a yin and
Hustlin'. I
yang
thought
symbol.
Tony Harrigan was one of his sponsors. Hustlin' clothing.
Hustling Clothing Line, yup.
Right.
I think he has a relationship with them as well.
Oh, he doesn't have a Hustlin' patch on. Okay, but I think he is friends with Tony. Oh, he's got Simona's cloth on it. Man, he's got his gear together. Again, that 9 on a lot of the breaks is gravitating towards that corner. You know, if I'm Rich, like my opponent's on the hill, I'm calling this 9-ball. I'm running the cue ball. I'm calling it just in case.
Yeah, I don't see any harm in that, and I mean it's a pretty decent percentage that he might even make it. I mean,
he didn't call it.
This isn't a crazy stab. Oh, he's not taking a shot at it?
Nope.
Oh, he tried to cut it in. That's still got the 4 in the game. That was definitely a.
Now you mentioned there's no jump cues.
No jump cues.
Right.
No jump cues.
But you can jump with a full length.
You can jump the ball with a full length cue, yes.
This is a hard shot to judge. The way Steve was looking towards that left long rail. It looks easy. I mean, he's off by a half inch or 3/4 of an inch, but it's so hard to judge that shot because you're so close to the rail. You don't want to foul the cue ball, but yet you want the cue ball to run.
And it's such an acute angle here to try to make that. I mean, to come off the top rail and make the hit is easier.
Easier to scratch.
He made it. Wow, that's pretty good. That's a strong shot there. I mean, didn't come up roses, but he's still at the table with that effort.
He might call the 9. I mean, you're heading in that direction.
He's on the hill. I mean,
yeah. He's not calling. He's just going to stick safe.
Yep.
Sure. He's drawing behind the 8 ball here is what he wants to do.
He hasn't eaten yet.
He called the 9 ball.
Did he?
He did call the 9.
Yeah. Let's see.
Right behind it.
No, that's the cue ball. Oh, wow. Nope. For the win, you know, why not take a bid?
Yep. Well, you're going that way. Wow.
What are you looking at? You looking at the food?
Yeah, veal parm.
They got chicken parm here. That's very good. They got a chicken dish called the Cajun chicken pasta. It's like a cream sauce, a little spicy.
If I had that, you wouldn't be able to sit in a booth.
Fair warning, good. So we'll scratch that off the menu?
Yeah,
all right.
I love spicy food, but with a cream sauce, forget about it.
Yeah, it is delicious, though.
Everything here is delicious. Everything.
Yeah, I don't have many complaints on any of the food items.
You know what I have a lot is a shrimp
scampi.
scampi.
A bad meal here, really.
Shrimp scampi with the sauce, the butter sauce. Oh my God, to die for.
Yeah, it's your go-to, huh?
Not really. I don't want to do it. It's a lot of pasta right now, but.
Well, Al, while you think about what you're going to eat and comment on this rack here for Richie, I'm going to hit the head real quick. Take a 5-minute break.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
If the union allows it, go right ahead.
Yeah, this one's mandatory.
All right. Kevin will wait. All right. Kevin steps out for a little bit. This is a nice shot. This is more of a finesse spin than anything because you want to come back to the right long rail and get between the 7 and the 6, the 6 in the bottom right-hand corner. So it's more of a finesse spin than speed. He got on top of the 7 and still got there. If that a little bit softer, the spin takes effect and you go between the 7 and 6 and you wind up with the shot in the 6. But this is okay. He's just going to have to plan his attack either in the upper left-hand corner pocket for the 7 or in the side pocket for the 7 ball. Kevin's coming back, Gary. Okay. Kevin's coming back.
Yeah. Can I leave anybody later?
Always.
Okay.
But he's coming back. He just went to... And he's coming back. Gary Peterson checking in with the booth in case we need him. He had something. Good shot. Richie wants to stay in this game. His opponent, Steve Sutton, on the hill, 8-5 in this race to 9. Richie looking to close the door just a little bit. And this is the way you got to play. One ball at a time. And you can get there by keeping your opponent in the seat. 8-6.
Where you going?
There you go. You're back on.
Well, thank you. We had there's a few wait. You have to wait. You know, there's a little bit of a downtime between matches. So we had struck up a card game. We play.
gin game?
Well, we weren't playing gin at this time. We play at a local game here. We call it high-low jack or pitch. It's a New England regional game. And we had struck up a game. But then I got called to play the set, and got busy doing other things, and he's giving me the business to we gotta play the game.
Oh, he likes the game, I guess.
Oh, he loves the game. He got up the first hand, so now
he's got a
he's
fish.
in the driver's
He
seat.
thinks he's got a fish on the other side.
Exactly.
Okay.
He thinks he's got the hook deep in, Kev's a good guy. We play at he's got a pool room here in town, just over the line in Johnston, Rhode Island, called Underground Billiards.
That's where they had that bar tournament.
Yeah, he's got eight Valley bar boxes that he keeps in really good shape, and he hosts the APA in-house leagues. He does.
Those things, those buckets.
They're buckets, but it's a lot of fun. I mean, a
lot of traffic on an 8-ball on a bar table. A lot of traffic on a table.
Right. Yeah, it's a lot of fun though. It's a great room. Him and Rocky, they make you feel at home when you come in. Everyone knows your name, kind of place. It's a real good establishment.
And Steve Sutton called the ref over. Don't know why. Guess he didn't want to. Maybe there'll be a foul on the 4-ball, or I don't know why he would call the ref over for this one. Anyway, Rich Smith.
Wait, Steve called the ref over? What? So
I
that
guess.
he didn't hit the ball he was
ball,
bridging
maybe?
over? Or was that a move? I don't think you're going to make a move on Richie.
It's really hard to tell because when you got two friends playing, you don't want to have a discrepancy between two friends.
Right.
So sometimes it's better to call that neutral party and, I saw you hit the floor. No, you
Makes
didn't hit,
sense.
Yeah, you don't want to break up a friendship over
Yeah.
feather on a 4-ball possibility.
A shirt foul.
Yeah, right. So I don't know if Steve called him in or Rich himself might have called him in. I don't know.
That is a pretty big mistake there. That was not what he wanted at all.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's a race to. It could be a race to the 6th ball. So all he has to do is pocket the 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 9 combination, and be 8, 7 and shooting. A little too far. A wee bit too far.
Yeah, speed's been off a little bit.
But with this shot here, he can get underneath the 5.
Yes, he's got the angle to play it in the far corner there, the top right corner on this screen.
Right. Draw it to the bottom rail and between the 6 and 5. It's like a little too hard.
Maybe he's going to sneak it in the side.
Yo, baby, that's asking a lot.
Tall order.
Sure, that angle?
He's looking at it. He might play it all the way up, come over and back.
I don't like that either.
Thinking.
Not when my opponent's on the hill. I don't like that at all.
Do you play safe?
Sure.
Sure.
Absolutely. What would Jason Shore do? You got to
Fire it in.
You get a lifeline.
Break speed.
He'll bank it in and play the 6-9.
Yeah.
That's a possible shot from you. You can straighten this 5-ball out and go for the bank and hold the rock there.
Might bank it in the opposite corner where the 8's at. That's what he played and try to duck the 6. Line the 6. Yeah.
Made the combination a little bit easier for Steve is what he did.
That is what he did.
But, they say when you're playing pool, the first game and the last game is the hardest.
Yeah, I find that to be the truth in the sets I play too. I said, don't let me get one. Now, once you get off
Don't
the
let
board,
that
you're
stick
good.
in your head either. But
No, yeah, you're right.
That's all you need.
Well, this is a stroke tester here for Steve.
Just got to make it. I don't expect him to hit this hard. Yeah, just got to make. Watch
And
this.
there she goes.
Oh God, 8-7.
It's twice. He puts it in the drink on the ball before the 9. Essentially, because the 6-9 is kind of wired.
9-ball called.
9-ball made.
Wow. The handicap spot gets shut down even more. 8-7.
Yeah, this just got interesting.
Well, you know what? The mode just changed.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the sails just flip sides. You know, they're heading due north now for Rich and Company.
Marty Herman in the chat.
Yeah, you asked me earlier if I had a piece of Steve. I don't know who took either of these players in the auction. But right now, I'm sure their collar's getting a little tight because this one's coming down to the wire.
Didn't Adam have Rich?
It's possible. Action Adam, AB.
Well, that one's something for Steve to think about as he's going to sit there and watch Richie break here. 8-7. Race to 9. Yeah, the wing ball went in.
Wing ball went in, sent that one to the side. That's the break he's been trying to have all day.
The first roll.
Yeah, that's the one that's the best break he's hit. That's what he wants to do.
That 7-ball bumping that 1 ball might be the only roll that he got in this set.
Yeah, to this point.
Yeah.
Other than the mistakes made by Steve, where the cues found the pocket. Yeah,
that's unforced errors. Yeah.
True.
I think what's bothering Rich here is maybe feathering the 7-ball and the cue ball following the 1 ball.
Yeah, the angle looks like even if he tries to follow through that, it's still going to clip the 7.
There we go.
Hit that good. Very controlled.
8-7, solid as a rock. He fires this right in the pocket. Not this game.
Yeah, he got fortunate. There's two good breaks in a row for him.
But you need things like that.
Oh yeah, you do. I don't think I've ever cashed in a tournament where I haven't got a little lady luck.
Well, I'll tell you what, Marty, it was a beautiful day out here today. 51 degrees just about. I mean, it was just gorgeous. And it was a good thing that it was such a nice day here, because you had 128 players standing outside these doors waiting to get in Snookers.
Yeah, chomping at the bit.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing too, because the last week, at least the last 3 days in town, has been cold.
Yeah,
like sting your face, walk out.
Yeah.
Need to cover extremities cold.
Yeah. So I've seen a lot of people walking around with like black fingertips and stuff. So, frosted.
Yeah. That's where you want to reevaluate what you're doing as a postal worker. Yeah.
But I tell you what, it was beautiful out there.
Yeah, today, yeah. Sun was out.
9-ball called. Richie's thinking about the ticking off the 5
Yeah, I
here.
like it.
Really? I think it's too close, but we'll see.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, it's too close.
Oh, you were right.
Guess what? 2-4, 5-9 combination. He's right now. Steve Sutton is the last game's the hardest.
Yeah.
He's got to maintain composure here.
You're right. He's really got to settle himself down for these next 3 shots. Really, for all intents and purposes, he really needs to try to relax and go do what he does in his basement. Like he's the only one in the gym, I say.
Does he have a table in his basement?
Hypothetically. Like in his practice session. In his home pool room when he's the only one there.
Oh, I got you.
That's it.
Oh,
That's it. Just gotta. That's the mentality he needs to have.
Right. Just comfort zone. Right. Not much to do here. This is a straight in shot, more or less. Taking his time. Sometimes when you break your rhythm like that, strange things happen. I don't wish anything on him.
You let negativity creep in, but I think he'll be all right.
That's all.
Yeah, he means business. This one's pretty much. You'd have to hit this really bad to miss it.
Is this an A-side match or winner-side match?
This is an A-side match, yes. For the cash, Steve Sutton Death.
Good friends, shaking hands.
With a 9-7 victory.
The 9-7.
And he moves on the A side.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was close. Kevin Boulay in the booth, folks.
Upstate Al. Thanks for having me.
We'll be back with another match.
Sir.
Bye.